Sio, which means hello in Cherokee. Madam Chair, thank you for the opportunity to speak and for hosting this meeting today. I'd also like to thank the President of the General Assembly, Ambassador Gregoire, and the 4 advisors for having us here today. I am a citizen of the Cherokee Nation, and I'm here on behalf of the Principal Chief, Bill John Baker, and Secretary of State, Chuck Hoskin. My comments will echo and support those of Indigenous representatives from tribal governments and organizations, including the Navajo Nation, Tlingit Haida, who we just heard from, the National Congress of American Indians, and the Indian Law Resource Center. But first, I'd like to tell you a little bit about the Cherokee Nation. We are a surviving, thriving, democratic, Indigenous government. We have a population of over 300,000 tribal citizens, which makes us the largest tribe in the United States. We have a land area of over 7,000 square miles. Our government consists of an executive branch, our chief, who is elected by our citizens, and his cabinet, a legislative branch, 17 elected members of our tribal council, and a judicial branch, our Supreme Court. Our nation has over 4,000 tribal employees providing services to our citizens. And with our businesses, in fiscal year 2012, we had over a $1.3 billion economic impact on the state of Oklahoma. I tell you all this because I'm here to say it is important for the Cherokee Nation to be able to participate in United Nations activities as a government. The Zero Draft document is a good start, but we believe the document needs to be improved and more action-oriented. Our tribal council passed a resolution in support of 4 specific issues that several colleagues have talked about today. Those issues are an implementing body for the UN Declaration, protection for rights to religious and cultural sacred sites, action to prevent violence against women and children, and my comments today will focus most on the appropriate status for Indigenous peoples to participate in activities at the United Nations that reflects the fact that we are sovereign governments. The language in the Zero Draft, which is OP 20, needs to be strengthened, and I'd also like to thank the member states and especially the United States representative for the statement on behalf of that. The World Conference of Indigenous Peoples that is coming up needs to be able to have representatives from Indigenous governments, such as our chief, to be able to participate. And the best way to ensure that the Declaration of the Rights of Indigenous Peoples is implemented is to give Indigenous governments, like the Cherokee Nation, the ability to come and speak for ourselves and our citizens at the United Nations. Wado, thank you.